Sup y'all, this JOAT. Just making a substitute intro for this review since I recorded the original one separately and it somehow got deleted, so that's that. Um, Hukae's music I really wasn't into after listening or before listening to the CP. And yeah, I decided to give him a shot because his fans, people have been saying that he's shaping the new sound of rhythm and he's pretty popping in the rhythm scene right now. Taking a look at his SoundCloud likes and all that. So yeah, I decided to give him a shot, and with other associated people such as Vulture, Leatrix, Akios, them also contributing to the new sound of rhythm, I felt like I should give him a chance as well. And this is obviously me after listening to the EP and after making the review. Yeah, it's up to y'all to see how it pans out. The only thing that I will say is that it's a positive review. So, Joe. So, into my review of Hukae's Killjoy EP. So most of the original changes between the first and second drops in this EP are altogether slight, but I was able to catch on to them just enough so the songs weren't overly repetitious in any way. Brief intros in this EP, mostly ARP heavy, synthwave-ish, in some ways even nostalgic. There are points where the music sounds alarmy, if that's the word. Some of the sounds mixed in sound like a bomb about to go off or something. Potent deliveries, juicy sound design in various lengths, some drawn out, some in between, and some short. All of them leaving their presence in your mind. So, first song, Killjoy. Starts off with a soothing guitar intro, lo-fi, also with added synths coming in. Subtle build up before fading out. At this point, the track evolves into these modern dubstep wubs, backed by a powerful sub, which are paired with these clinky and percussive sounds to switch up the call and response. Sinister, but also with a melodic touch. Second drop, after brief interlude, the second drop comes in with more notes added. Hi-hats also going crazy, can't forget to mention those. The progression of this song kind of reminds me of the Losing It edit by Sudden Death and Somnium Sound. By the way, it gets more melodic towards the second half. This also made the track seem like it had character development, kind of, getting more of an attitude over time, and especially leaving it showing in the second drop. So yeah, some more of that lo-fi guitar stuff in the track's outro, going back to its original Danny self. So yeah, I was very impressed with this track. Amazing start to the EP. So we get into track 2, Static. Kind of a vague build-up, just a couple of risers and a pre-drop vocal. The drop kind of leaning towards a melodic rhythm take, individual notes being organized and put on display. Easygoing. Also worth mentioning some noisy fills in between. And the second part of this first drop just completely goes crazy. Clanking and stuttering along like a malfunctioning robot trying to play back some music. Towards the end of the second drop, the sound design gets more atonal and ruthless before the outro comes in. In this song specifically, I do hear that shared new melodic rhythm sound that producers like Akios also are known for, though not as shrill and over the top here as I know Akios to be, much more low-key and reasonable. So the third track, Vonzo, collaboration with Jewel. Jewel I have heard of, but I'm not into his music right now. Haunting intro with kind of faded vocals that really make me do crave more. This big thumpy kick just coming in. So it starts off with a staggering insecure drop with also some polished glittering ARP effects kind of in the back. Hukae and Jewel definitely making this collab work with just enough going on and not too much to make it messy or anything. Second half of this drop more glossy and robotic, blipping and bleeping its way through. Whilst the second half of the second drop is more ear-piercing, reminding me of Leatrix on Ode to Perth. Altogether, I thought this was a good collab featuring Jewel, and it really did fit snugly into the track list, so good addition of a feature. So now we get to the final track, Salt Smash. ARP heavy intro fluttering over sort of a breakbeat. This build-up is more traditional, being prominent, and rising up the way it does. So this first drop is really reminiscent of OG rhythm, reminding me of acts like Subfiltronic, while still having a flavor that Hukae can call his, being distinguishable by mostly the sub's insecure pitch shifting, making it fresh as well. One thing I really do think adds to the groove, especially on this track, and in general rhythm tracks, is when the drums do their own thing. Specifically the kick and snare, and I see Hukae doing it over here which really is pleasing to the ear. And I didn't realize that over 4 minutes had gone by after both drops of the song had ended. So yeah, proper OG rhythm vibes here on this one, still original. Again, solid track, had me really drooling over the respect towards rhythm's roots. So after the 17-minute runtime on this thing, I can conclude that Hukae is still pioneering the new rhythm sound, this new wave that's coming out. My favorite song has to be Killjoy by far, because of its contrast and amazing flow. I'm not even going to pick out a least favorite here because all the tracks are just stellar. Every genre and subgenre has to evolve sometime, sooner or later, and that's what I'm seeing here. So, JOAT, Hukae, Killjoy EP, loved it, out.